we are losing ourselves somewhere in the ancient time, 1,000 years ago, surrounded by uh, jungle, deep jungle, big trees, and it's very funny that when I arrived at the entrance of the temple, the security guard they asked for a ticket from me, entry ticket, and I don't have because they can choose that I'm a foreigner. They say that I look like a foreigner, not Cambodian, and I laugh uh, because in the Khmer lineage, Khmer blood that is generated for 1,000 years, I am part of the people who built this temple. And do I need a ticket to enter the temple? It's the temple built by my great grandfather, grandmother. So it's my own temple. Do I need to show tickets to enter any temple? No. But it's not a surprise for me. It's very normal. Look at that ancient rock, ancient building behind me. It was not a surprise for me because I experienced such a surprise. I went many times either in the city or in the countryside. I went in my own province. Sometime after several months or even years, when I go back to visit my own province, I took bus. I took a bus, and then when I step out, take off from the bus, and then the taxi driver, the tuk-tuk driver, we call mototop in Cambodian, the motorbike driver, they come and they approach me and then they speak English to me. Hello, how are you? Where you go? And sometimes I pretend not to be Khmer. Sometimes I speak English because I can understand English and speak English as well. So it happens very often. And also it happened in Angkor Wat. When I arrive at Angkor Wat, sometimes the security guard, when I walk through the temple, the security guard, sometimes they approach me and ask for the ticket. And sometimes I just pretend to be a foreigner. It's a funny experience. So I don't know, how do I look? Do I look like Khmer or look like a Filipino or Latino? Because it happened in the same way when I was in Manila in the Philippines. I was studying there my master degree, and sometimes I spend my free time walking, shopping around the mega mall, and then the Filipino people, the shopkeepers, the sellers, they talk Tagalog to me. Tagalog is the one of the Filipino language. because they confuse that they are local. I'm Filipino, and then I do not understand them, and I speak English, and they ask, "Oh, which nationality are you?" I said I'm Cambodian. Then say like, "No, I look like Filipino." In the same way, when I was in Costa Rica doing my other master degree, and when I walk around traveling, I like to travel a lot across the ocean. I experience swimming along the giant waves of the Atlantic Ocean, some island in the mid of the Atlantic Ocean, and then they thought they speak Spanish to me somehow, and then they say that I'm part of Latino. Latino means those people who are from, I guess, from South America. That's mostly they refer to. So now I arrive the inside of the main temple campus, and yeah, it's very funny to have such a experience that sometimes I was a bit struggle to find my own identity as well. I'm not sure if I'm Khmer or Filipino or Latino or Asian or whatever. It does not really bother me or really has anything to do with me anymore. I mean, I do not want to attach to any identity. Yeah, in terms of socially speaking, culturally speaking, my identity as Khmer, really appreciate and proud of that as a Cambodian. But in spiritually speaking, uh, we are nothing. We cannot identify ourselves. It's just like, I think for me, not just culturally speaking, but in every aspect of my life, uh, when talk about identity, I was a bit struggle to find my own identity, to identify who am I. You can see in my cultural background, uh, I am Cambodian, I'm Khmer. But when I'm in Cambodia, they speak English to me, they speak foreign language to me. And when I'm abroad, I speak English to them, they don't speak English to me. They speak their own language to me and they consider me their own nationality. When I go to Angkor Wat, they ask for my ticket, my entry ticket, because they regard me, they look at me and they think I am foreigner. You see, I'm struggle to find my own identity. I don't know who I am, which is fine for me. I don't feel disturbed, insecure, or uh, irritated, or any, I mean, disturbed feeling about that, because I'm okay with having no identity. I don't want to be identified as someone, as a part of any things in this world. I am just whatever happened out or inside of me is okay. Uh, but actually, deep inside of me, I feel nothing. So, even it is still okay for me if they if I have no identity and I am nothing. And if they want to identify me as whoever, student, that time I was a student, or now as a researcher, as my name Chaya, or as my name someone else, they want to identify me as part of a particular ideological group, ideal system, part of Buddhist or part of other religion, part of Cambodian or other country, part of a certain political party or not, it's up to them. Those things are not bother me because deep inside I do not have any identity. I just feel I'm not part of anything, but I am aware of everything that exists either inside me or outside me. This is just a crazy story, if I can say, that I was struggling since my childhood to find my own identity. Initially, I feel a little bit struggle, insecure because for most people, for general people, uh, it was not that okay if you could not identify yourself or you find yourself not belong to any particular group because you want the identity as part of a company, an organization, a religion, group, culture, nationality, or family, or even a certain position as a husband or a wife, a girlfriend or boyfriend of someone. They want all of those identity, those role, those position, because they want them to be the shield to protect themselves. They feel insecure within themselves. I mean, I don't refer to any particular person, but I just refer to general common people uh, that I used to live such in such a way of life as well. So based on that experience, drawing from that experience, I learned something that later on I feel okay without any identity. So yeah, it is a funny experience and also a lesson learned that we can have self reflection within ourselves. That it is okay sometimes if you find yourself, you lost yourself in this world, you are you cannot define yourself. Let's try to go deeper into your heart and feel okay with that. Because if you struggle and you feel insecure and you want to attach or be to be belong to any particular group or identity or labeling yourself as someone or something in this society or in the world, then you will fall back to the worldly way of living your life, and you will be uh, you will be suffer if you are not aware, you're not careful. But living without any identity, uh, you feel you feel free and liberated because you do not identify yourself as anything. If you are nothing, you're not attached to anything, then how can anything in the world affect your life? Nothing. It is impossible that anything, whatever in this life can affect you, can disturb you, can destroy you, can manipulate you, can harm you. So then you don't need even to feel protection, need any protection from anything outside to protect you because you are already secure. Internally, deep inside, you have your own security. That is the beauty of feeling being nothing. Yeah, so this is just a short reflection from my experience when I entered this temple, Koke, and the security guard asked for my identity, asked my full nationality, who I am. Am I Khmer or a foreigner? So within me, sometimes I laugh, and I also and I also ask myself sometimes. Yeah, I answer them. I'm Khmer when the security asked me, "Are you Khmer?" I said, "I'm Khmer." So don't ask for ticket for me to entry any temple in Cambodia, because all these temple, I was part of it. All my ancestors built this temple. I'm part of them. So externally, culturally, I respond to them that I'm Khmer. But spiritually, I'm also struggle within myself, and I try to identify myself, to find myself who I am. But later on, it's okay. I feel okay. I am okay that if I anything, whatever they can identify me, label me, call me, or if I am not anything at all in this world, even if I am nothing, that is still fine for me. I stop trying to find myself, trying to identify myself. I am just feeling okay in the present moment, whatever it is. Yeah, at first I asked when they asked me, "Are you Khmer? Are you Cambodian?" I laugh. I answer them, and at the same time, in quiet time, in alone time, I ask. Uh, I do a introvertly self-reflection and ask myself why this case happen to me very often. Who am I? Am I Khmer? Am I this human being? Am I this nature? Am I this uh, society? Am I this world? Who am I? I was struggling to find the answer, but later on, I do not need any answer. It does not mean because I can find the answer, but because I understood the question. So when I understand what is the purpose, the agenda, the motive behind the question, then the question dissolve. And when there is no more such question inside me, I don't need any answer. Because if you still have the motive behind the questions, even though you can find whatever answer from whomever, from God, from the Buddha, from Jesus Christ, from all the gods, all the great scientists in the world, even though you can find the answers from those people, but if you still have the motive, endless motive, unsatisfied motive behind the questions, and you still wonder, you still seek for something endlessly, the meaning of life, the answers of life in this world, then those answers from whomever cannot satisfy you, does not have any meaning. Because after you satisfy for some time, then you will find another answers. But if you if you do not just focus on finding the answers within yourself, and you try to reflect onto the things, the natures, the motive, the person behind the question, and then no more question, because you understand the root of the question, you dissolve the root of the question, no more question, then you understand life, and that is what we call the wisdom. it is a self-reflection while I'm walking through this temple, and just to draw on the uh, security guard who asked me, "Who am I? Am I Khmer? Are you Khmer? Or you Cambodian?" So yeah, in short, uh, I think I have shared you already. Uh, Culturally, still I know still I have awareness that I'm Khmer, part of this beautiful country that has thousands, more than 2,000 beautiful, splendid, magnificent temples and beautiful people. Not that much developed country or rich uh, country like other country, but we are proud that we are live in dignity. That is my cultural identity, my cultural background. But spiritually, I am enjoy, happy, contented with being nothing. Uh, and I hope and I wish that this experience somehow can be shared to other people also. We can, I mean, it's better that we are not stuck with only our superficial identity as a particular nationality, because I think that is really very shallow level. More than that, we are one humanity, and more than that, we are one with every nature and existence in the world. And more than that, we are one with God. We are God itself. We are the whole universe itself that exists and has no boundary, no limitation. And this beautiful experience of our real being, which is impossible to be identified with anything in the world. Mm, some religion, some wisdom tradition call it nothing, and some call it God, and some call it love. This beautiful core nature of life, the totality of life, is our real being. And I wish we all can share that real being right here and now, not later in the future, whenever you drop your all of your external identity and come back to listen, to stay with your own heart, and you will feel the peaceful, calm, freedom, beauty, and truth, and stillness within your life, and with every existence, like the stillness, the beauty of the rock of the temple, and of every nature that is surrounding me right now. So right now, I arrive the main gate, the final entrance to the Costa temple, or we call it the Cambodian pyramid, because it is built in such a way that uh, represent the seven chakras existed in our human body, but also somehow it looked like the pyramid temple in Egypt. Uh, that's why we call it the Cambodian pyramid temple. So yeah, thank you for watching for now, and then we will meet again in another video, maybe on top of the temple.